What's good people, and welcome to the Silly Nerdy, Sometimes Wordy podcast, and I'm your host, BK, and this is episode 35, NFL Super Wildcard Playoff Preview, Green Bay Packers versus the Dallas Cowboys, and in this episode, I'll be previewing the Super Wildcard Playoff matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody is doing very, very well. We are back with another playoff preview episode of the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. And let's get into it. Starting off with the two starting quarterbacks. Dak Prescott, he was a fourth-round draft pick in 2016, number 135 overall out of Mississippi State. He has been to the playoffs. He has a 2-4 record. His best finish has been in the divisional round, a loss to the San Francisco 49ers. In fact, his last two seasons he's been in the playoff. Both losses have been to the San Francisco 49ers in the wild card round and then in the divisional round. He has not made it to the NFC Championship game or Super Bowl. It's been a while since the Cowboys have been to the Super Bowl, since the 90s. So we'll see how he goes. And in terms of the other side, the other quarterback, Jordan Love, he was drafted in 2020, first round, number 26 overall out of Utah State. And I'll preface this by saying I am a Green Bay Packers fan. I've been a fan for a long time. I also have a share in the team, so I am a Packers owner. So I may be a little biased, but I'll try to be objective. Now, this will be Jordan Love's first playoff game in his first season starting, which is something that Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers was not able to do in their first seasons. So that's big. Now, in terms of this game, we will see. Let's talk about the Packers. We haven't had injuries have been a factor, and specifically the wide receiver room, Christian Watson. He has been in and out of the lineup dealing with hamstring injuries. I don't know if he will be available. Hopefully he will, but the other receivers have been playing well. This is one of the youngest teams in the league, and they have been playing well. All of their picks, as well as people coming up from the practice squad in the receiving room, the rookies have been on point, as well as I saw a report recently that Jair Alexander just kind of got injured himself in practice. So there's a chance he may or may not be available for this game. You definitely do need him to cover CeeDee Lamb as well as the other receivers. So we will see. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Let's talk about this offense. It's good that Aaron Jones has been back, the running game, that he's been a major factor in these last two games. And Jordan Love, he's been playing really well. I do like the progression that he's been on this season. If you've seen how he's played from week one to the end of the season, from what I've seen and what I've heard, he has total command of this offense. His interception to touchdown ratio has been really good, and I'm hoping he can continue. This is going to be their first playoff game. A lot of the people on this team, their first playoff game, so they don't know any better. They're playing with house money. There's no pressure. So I expect them to go in and just kind of let it rip, let it loose. And the pressure from the defensive line has been good of late. So I'm hoping Rashawn Gary and those guys can continue their pressure of the quarterback stopping the run, because they will need to do so. Switching over to the Dallas Cowboys, they've been playing really great as of late. CeeDee Lamb has been playing out of his mind. lately. He's going to get paid very soon, and that is going to be a priority. We have to limit or stop CeeDee Lamb if we can. This offense has been operating on all cylinders. Dak Prescott has been playing really well, and the other receivers, tight ends have been contributing as well. So we will see how this goes. Micah Parsons is going to be an issue that they need to address. Hopefully they can double team him, and just Jordan Love will need to identify where Micah Parsons is at all times so he can adjust. So this is going to be a tough matchup. Being objective, I hate to say this, but I expect that the Dallas Cowboys will win this game, but I do believe that the Packers have a good chance of winning this game because of how they've been playing on the offensive side, especially with Aaron Jones returning and the run game, and he's been helpful in the pass game as well. So this is going to be a tough game. It'll be a road game for the Green Bay Packers, but we will see how this goes. I expect this to possibly be a shootout because, like I said, the Packers offense has been operating well. Jordan Love has been throwing the deep ball well when he's had his chance to throw the ball down the field. It's been great. Matt LaFleur has been aggressive on third down. He's gone for it multiple times on fourth down, and I expect he will do the same in this game when he has a chance, especially the way this Dallas offense has been playing. So all the pressure is on the Dallas Cowboys. When you are the Dallas Cowboys, that just comes with the territory. And obviously Mike McCarthy, the head coach on the other side, will be coaching against his former team. Obviously not with the quarterback that he coached with. But like I said, all the pressure is on the Dallas Cowboys. They need to win. Of course, we'll see how that goes. Obviously, I'll be rooting for the Green Bay Packers and a good game. So we'll see how that goes. That game will be on Sunday, January 14th, 4:30 p.m. on Fox, as well as NFL Plus. So looking forward to that game with Greg Olsen and Burkhardt on the call. Now, I'm going to talk about the final game on Super Wildcard Weekend. I'm not going to do an individual pod for that, and that is the Monday night game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Bucks. That game is going to be on Monday night, January 15th, on ESPN, simulcast on ABC and ESPN2 and ESPN Plus. ESPN Deportes, of course, you will have the Manning cast with Eli and Peyton on ESPN2, so you'll be able to watch the broadcast from their perspective and whoever guests they decide to have on. Now, let's talk about the Eagles side. They have been struggling as late overall, not only just the offense, but I believe they are 1-5 in their last game. Jalen Hurts, the starting quarterback, he hurt his index finger in the last game. We'll see how that affects him for this matchup. And also, A.J. Brown, their wide receiver, he went down with a knee injury in the season finale game. They eventually pulled their starters because they were not going to win the division. But they lost their last game. They lost the last couple of games. They have not looked good these last couple of weeks. But the playoffs have started. Everybody is 0-0. So we'll see how it goes. But they are limping into the playoffs. They have not been playing well. The offense hasn't looked good. The defense hasn't been as good. What used to be the strength of the team, the defensive line, has not been good. The linebacking core hasn't been good. Those players that they drafted from the University of Georgia, they've been hit and miss, at least this season. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure they will be ready to play. So they have no choice. So it's you win or you go home. So on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers side, you have the quarterback Baker Mayfield. He's dealing with an injury as well, but he's been a tough quarterback throughout his career. I expect him to start. If it's just if he's able to go, he definitely is going to go. This team, I've seen a couple of games. I don't really have much to say on this game except that they have been a tough team. Mike Evans has been pretty solid for them this season. I hope that he stays in Tampa Bay. They need to re-sign him. We'll see how it goes. And they've had a solid linebacking play. The running game has come on as of late. Not much to say on the Tampa Bay team. I apologize. I should have done more research on the Buccaneers, but they've been a tough out during this season. I expect this to be, it could be a tough, close game. This is going to be a road game for the Philadelphia Eagles, believe it or not, because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they won their division, so they get the home playoff game. But you can win on the road as well. It is possible. So we'll see how this NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles does against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I expect them to win. They are the better team on paper, but being on paper doesn't matter. You have to play it out on the field. So we'll see how this game goes. And that's all I have for you today. And that is the final matchup of Super Wild Card Weekend, ending on Monday night with Troy Aikman and Joe Buck on the call. All right, that's all I have for you today. And again, I know about the coaching vacancies. There still may be more to come, but those are the playoff games. Hope you enjoy them. Get to check them out. They're going to be good. Maybe we'll get some overtime. Who knows? But that's it for today. Please, again, continue to check me out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Audible, and wherever you get your podcasts. Please leave a comment, follow, like, subscribe, and also participate in the polls and the questions I've been leaving to get some participation from the audience. So please take a look at that. And yeah, that's all I have for you. And until next time, we will talk soon.